Hey everyone, welcome back to Pauline's channel. And if you're obsessed and you want to know the latest news about the royal family, celebrities, and what's going on in the world, you're in the right place. So today we're going to dive into what's been buzzing everywhere, and that's Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's relationship, or if they're sleeping still together. Have you forgotten that there's salt and pepper? Have we forgotten that Harry claimed that he was the only royal in the history of the royal family to have married for love? Yeah. So lately, there's been a ton of speculation about the couple's sleeping arrangements and in separate rooms and dealing with what should we call it, marital struggles. And what's more, they're facing serious media pressure. Some people are saying that their marriage is on the rocks, while others think it's just a rough patch. So what's really going on? I was wondering because, we have that article with Radar Online claiming that they're sleeping separately because Meghan can't take the pressure. This is the very same woman that this very same press claimed that she was a tough multimillionaire businesswoman, an A-list Hollywood star, a self-made woman who could cope with anything thrown her way because, she was rough. She knew how to take it. She was savvy. So 6 years later, and all we get is Meghan Markle always crying on the floor, or Meghan Markle losing her hair because of all this stress. Meghan Markle not being able to secure one single endorsement from any beautiful company such as Christian Dior or anything like that. Not even Harry and Emmanuel could get this woman out of the hole she dug herself in. So we're going to break it all down. I am going to break it all down from insider reports to how they're handling these rumors. So, but before we get into it, guys, please don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe, and ring that notification bell because that way you don't miss any updates on my channel and the videos that I'm posting. Also, I just want to say a quick announcement that I am giving away a purse, a handmade purse made at my shop to one of you beautiful subscribers. So please send me your address, full address, to gatitonick1968 at yahoo.com. I will leave that's the address in the video description. So let's get into this, guys. Okay. Let's start with the big question. Radar Online claims that Meghan and Harry are sleeping in separate rooms because Meghan Markle can't cope with the media pressure and the backlash that she's getting for her cooking show, and she's all stressed out and nervous, and she is wondering whether Harry is actually damaging her reputation, her brand. This is why she wants to go at it solo. A prince of the British monarchy, the son of Princess Diana, ruining her reputation. That's something to think about. But this is really interesting because it made me think of two things. One, this woman has gone in multiple platforms to claim that her first and foremost job and title is that of mom. And the second one is being married to that other one, meaning Harry. But it seems to me, reading this article, that fame is more important than a happy family life. So what is going on with that? I mean, I would like to know your thoughts about it, because if I'm happily married to the man I adore, I have two beautiful children, I am living in a beautiful mansion, I am wealthy, I would be concentrating on raising my two beautiful children, on giving them a healthy, stable life rather than being famous. But, that's just my crazy thoughts. That's just me. So this is what we know. Meghan has been super focused on her Hollywood comeback, which has very sadly failed, and that she's building her lifestyle brand as ever. I mean, this is the new brand that she still hasn't secured, and working on promoting her Netflix cooking show, which has received horrible backlash and comments. And that Harry, on the other hand, has been traveling a lot, or had been traveling a lot, for the Invictus Games and other charity projects. So, they're basically leading separate lives. This one salt and pepper couple that, everywhere they went, they were going to do everything together, like they said in their engagement interview. Do we remember that engagement interview? Yeah, we do. But some sources says this distance, both physical and emotional, is putting a strain in their relationship. Let's be real here. This isn't the first time we've heard rumors about their marriage hitting a rough patch. Every few months, there's a new headline predicting they're going to split. I mean, just recently, Vanity Fair published that article claiming that Meghan had been quietly shopping around for a post divorce book from Harry. She didn't deny it. She just said that because there was no divorce, there was no book deal. So that's an admission in my book that she had been looking for post divorce deals after, from her divorce from Harry. Yeah. So that has been confirmed. Now, why is Meghan Markle struggling under Hollywood pressure? Is it because she's a reject? Is it because Hollywood now can see right through her? Is it because Hollywood does not like the fact that she has zero family values, that she has trashed everybody on both sides of the family? I mean, could their separate sleeping arrangement be a sign of something deeper? I mean, what do you think, guys? Don't just, drop your thoughts in the comments. So now let's talk about Meghan. After stepping back from royal life, although she keeps using the royal title, Meghan had this big plans to conquer Hollywood. She signed major deals. Well, her and Harry signed major deals with Netflix and Spotify. But things have not gone as they planned, have they? And that's what happens when you have bad intentions. So let's take a closer look at what's really been happening. Their Spotify deal fell apart, with some executives calling their podcast a flop, calling them effing grifters. And Hollywood insiders say that Meghan's having a hard time finding her footing in the entertainment industry. I mean, it's very funny because she has big feet, so I don't know how this woman can find her footing anywhere. So her upcoming Netflix cooking show it has been panned as a copycat, basically ripping it off from Pamela Anderson. And Pamela Anderson has just been spotted in Paris wearing head to toe Christian Dior, while Meghan Markle wore Christian Dior at Invictus Games the entire time. Yet Christian Dior is only highlighting Pamela wearing Christian Dior in their own page. That should say something, shouldn't it? So some people think that Hollywood has just decided that they've had enough of Meghan Markle. They embraced her when she first arrived, and now they're letting go of that embrace. Things have not turned the way she had hoped because she has bullied her way through everything. And the only credential she's had is that royal title, which he is keen on basically throwing it on everybody's face and demanding that everybody calls her the Duchess of Sussex, Princess Markle. No, sorry. That was Fox News who called her Princess Markle. Princess Meghan, Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Sussex. On top of all of that, Meghan is crumbling under constant media scrutiny. Every move she makes gets analyzed, criticized, and turned into a headline. But is that something that maybe she's doing on purpose? Or is it because the entire world is just eating their popcorn watching this whole hot mess? Some reports say that she even feels overwhelmed and exhausted by the pressure. The savvy businesswoman, the self made millionaire, crumbling under the pressure, crying on the floor at all times. Could all of this be the reason why she now feels the need to sleep away or sleep apart from Harry? You know that narcissistic people, tend to withhold physical affection from those who love them in order to control and make them feel bad as some sort of punishment. We know that Meghan Markle is a narcissist, at least that's my opinion. And I don't know if Harry's still in love with her, and I don't know if this is a blessing for Harry that Meghan doesn't want to sleep with him, or whether this is actually he's relieved. But this is nothing new. The media has been speculating that for at least 2 years that they have separated, that they're not even living together in that pretentious mansion they claim is theirs. Now, while Meghan is trying to make it in Hollywood, Harry seems to be drifting apart and going in opposite directions. Apparently, the salt is going one way and the pepper is staying in another direction. And since leaving the royal family, Harry has been figuring out his identity outside of the monarchy. Some people think he's still emotionally tied to his past and struggling to find where he truly belongs. And you know what? Part of me thinks that he just can't let go of the privileges and the deference that he got when he was a full working royal. And I think that this is a lot of his anger, where it stems from. So let's not analyze a little bit what's going on with Harry. He's been spending at least 90%, according to sources, away from home. And home, I mean California, focusing on his charity work, Archwell, on gathering more investment, grifting, and on military projects and public speaking. We just saw him that surprise visit at the summit in LA. But some reports say that he misses part of his royal life, even though he chose to leave or Meghan forced him to leave. Insiders claim that he feels torn between his new life in America and the traditions, the privilege that he left behind. But interesting, not the family. Apparently, he doesn't miss his family. He misses what the family gave him, what being part of the royal family created for him. Who wouldn't? Can you imagine what a downgrade? Going from traveling the world, not having to worry about paying a bill, to not having to go and do speeches for money and call that charity. So, with all this outside pressure, it's no wonder that people are wondering if their marriage can survive. Don't forget that Meghan famously said, "Don't give it 5 minutes." Well, it wasn't Meghan, she was plagiarizing from somebody else. When she said, "Don't give it 5 minutes if you won't give it 5 years." Well, we now know that Meghan in 2022 was shopping around for a post divorce agreement or deal from Harry, and that they got married in 2018. So that's pretty much on the 5 year deadline to me, a little bit less than 5 years. So I just think things have backfired for her because she hasn't become as famous as she thought she would. So this is why they continue now to lead separate lives, because Harry is probably blaming her for all of this because Meghan couldn't deliver on her promises to Harry, that they would be loved, that the world was going to belong to them, that he was better than William. And it turns out he's not. That, Meghan promised him, we're going to have independent lifestyles. We're going to be billionaires with our royal titles and trashing your family. It turns out that was a very, very poor strategy. Now, if they decide to split, if things don't improve, their marriage could officially end. And I'm emphasizing the word officially because we know that unofficially they're nowhere around, especially when you look at Meghan's Instagram account, because it's Meghan Duchess of Sussex. She dropped the Duchess of Sussex, which would make her Harry's wife. We see that she doesn't feature him. We see her now hawking the children. So no matter what happens, one thing's for sure. Meghan and Harry's relationship, whether together or divorced, will stay in the spotlight. And I'm one here with the popcorn waiting to deliver it to you. So please let me know what you think. Do you think that these rumors are true? Or do you think, because now it's not only the UK media talking about this, now this is the Vanity Fair, which is one of the Meghan go-to magazine, the Hollywood Reporter making fun of her, the Hollywood Beast, Radar Online. This amazing article of Radar Online, where all the news, all the real gossip ends up, is claiming that they are leading separate lives, that Meghan can handle the pressure, that Harry and Meghan are sleeping apart, and that they're headed for divorce because she just couldn't make it. Please leave me your comments. And as usually, help this lady out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell, guys. Thank you very much, and you have a wonderful day.